I absolutely did not plan on making a video today, but we were terrorist attacked on the social media platform X, which is supposed to be used for I don't know, like a town square for people's voices. Also, obviously, there's like a lot of like politicians and stuff and governments on X, so and people. So I just think it's kind of like I just feel like if we had like a normal society right now, like X would be a place where you would look at like fun stuff, maybe you would learn stuff, maybe you would learn like informational things, like you could look at like I used to see like different things like landscapes, like art. Now I literally just see like, it's crazy, and this is why I'm making the video. I literally see just non-stop, just like political propaganda. Like I saw this Somalian thing about 100 million times today. I want to try to figure out how to keep my light on. There we go. Maybe here we don't go. Okay. Anyway, so I'm just like, there's nothing more to life right now than just like apparently like Somalian people in Minnesota and Mike Waltz like taking control of like daycare centers. And I really wish I had a whiteboard, because literally like I could draw you like this web that we're dealing with here of propaganda. And also I wish I had a stand for this, but so essentially like it's like you have to map it out by the different like stories that they're selling you. So yesterday like we just got like a little bit of that. It was kind of quite a bit, but it was like they dropped this story about, and please, I don't want to like waste your life with this stuff. Like I'm really trying to like, this is really just for people who are interested in hearing my like analysis and take on it. Literally that's it. Like if you're not interested, that's fine. Like this is not for you. This video is not for you if you are not interested in hearing me talk about my X feed. So this video is for you if you are interested in hearing me speak about my X feed. Okay, so let's just say that. So but anyway, so I feel like the last couple days I got into the fact that like I hit the jackpot with like, what the hell is going on? Like, how did this K-shaped economy occur? Like, and I said it a couple months ago and they were probably like, oh shit, but I was like, we don't need another system. We don't need this or that. We just need you to return the money to us. Like, wherever the money went, you just need to return it. And then like over time, like things just kind of evolved, and I just happened to like find like where the money went, and I realized what like K-shaped economy meant. And I feel like they try to keep us hidden, and people have said it before, but like they're easily dismissed or whatever. So and maybe it wasn't like affecting people as terribly as it is now, like present day. So I realized using like AI as a tool that basically all of our taxes are paying for us and for the 1%. So like we're paying for 400 million people, we're paying all of our taxes, and then 50 million people who hold like 80% of the wealth of the nation are not paying taxes. And it's not our business, and it's not our business how much they make, and it's not our business how much they pay taxes, yet they're not paying, and yet the IRS is down our throat making sure we pay our taxes. And the reason for that is because we are paying for their taxes too. So Elon Musk and his Zionist buddies and JD Vance and the tech industry obviously came up with this scheme that they were gonna do, which is so embarrassing for them. Like they have like a new Charlie Kirk. So this guy, like I don't watch, I don't listen, like I haven't, it's not worth my time. But apparently he is the one that found this scheme, which it's not that difficult. If there was an actual like scheme taking place, it's not that hard to find, and it's not that big of a story. So, but they're blowing it up, trying to make it seem like it's this massive story. And what they're doing is, before we blame them for taking all of our money, and we do not have any services, and we are paying out of pocket for things, they are trying to counter really fast. Like, Elon's the master of bullshit, and he's trying to counter really fast with, it's the welfare programs that are fraudulent. The welfare, which is offensive to me, like that language needs to be changed. That are fraudulent and that are stealing taxpayers' monies, which is like the biggest gaslight in world history, because it's like, don't tell us what's stealing our money. Like, we're paying our money. Like, don't tell us that services that are supposed to be for us is the main problem of like why our tax money is being stolen, when we know very well the heat is blasting, because we've realized all of our money is going to Israel, all of our money is going to capitalists, all of our money is paying for the entire United States taxes, including people who have the most wealth, and whose wealth like just like is just ridiculous. Like, so like, and we're paying for them, and then also they're having us pay for our services, and they call it welfare. Like, I don't know what Elon Musk would want us to do. Like, what would his only thing is like, oh, the private sector is more efficient. Okay, well, like I said, where's the private sector? Where's the establishments? Where are the businesses? Are we ready to move over? Are we not going to have to pay taxes anymore? Because that's where the tax money is supposed to go. So we don't have to pay taxes anymore. So therefore, you're not going to get your taxes paid because we're paying them. And then, okay, we'll have the money, and now we'll move to the private sector for these things, where we're not protected, and clearly our government's failing, so we're not protected now. Because capitalists are still fucking us. So like, we're not even in the capital system for some of these things, and capitalists are still fucking us. And now they want us to go to their system, which A, they don't have. B, we would just get fucked crazy. So like, sorry for my language. And so anyway, like I say to them, like, shut up. Like, you want to just tell us we're pathetic. And they were getting away with these narratives too. Like, people, it's so sad. Like, kind of goes hand in hand with like Netanyahu. Like, they psychologically like brainwash people, and that's what I'm saying. Like, now they have a 23-year-old that they're brainwashing. Like, Charlie Kirk was brainwashed for a long time and given attention, and like, he had a handler, Erica Kirk, and like, trust me, like, all the momentum was going where they wanted his mind to be going. And then when he started to wake up, they got rid of him. So now they have a 23-year-old. So they're like, okay, perfect. We have like 13 years before he wakes up to like having his own worldview. Brain development is over. Like, so they're using him, and then they're literally like doing bullshit stories, and then like U.S. public officials like are buying it, or they're pretending, and it's just like, this is just so pathetic. This is just so pathetic. Like I said, like, why are we listening to these people? Why are we listening to these kids with no life experience? And like, they just like to talk. I like to talk when I was their age too. Does he even have an education? Like, education does show that you can actually do something. Like, you can complete something. Like, your mind can be challenged. Like, you were able to learn. Like, and for those of you who aren't educated, you may be in trades and things like that, and you have your own knowledge. But as a 23-year-old, I'm saying, like, you don't have that experience, and you do not have that education. So what the fuck are you talking about? And what they're talking about is what they're told to talk about, and it's all ridiculous. So it's called brainwashing. So they're taking advantage of these young adults, and then they infiltrated college campuses to take advantage of more young adults, which is absurd. And they're not even saying what the real agenda is. They're being obscure. Like, they're just saying like all these like general things, like they're not saying anything about like what the real agenda is, like who the real cabinet would be, like where the money would go, like what they would support, like what tech industry would have to do with like a JD Vance administration. Like, would you even honor the Constitution? Like, it sounds like that they wouldn't. It sounds like Elon Musk hates the Constitution. So anyway, so basically they're trying to make ourselves our enemy, so we will continue to pay for them. And they're trying to find fraud, and like I said, they come up with these elaborate schemes. So they have a problem with that congresswoman who should sue the X platform for harassing her on a daily basis, and for like, I don't know, just like constant, like I would, like, she needs to do something. And being racist because she's Somalian, and blaming them, the Somalians, because this ties in with Somaliland, which Netanyahu's taking over, which you have to understand like the web of world politics. So like Netanyahu has infiltrated parts of Somalia and has plagued them with Zionism, and they literally are like praying to Zionist flags. They're evangelical Zionists, like Muslims, like in Somalia. Like, this is the problem. Like, this is why I'm trying to protect our minds. Like, I'm like, no, stay away from college campuses, stay away from social media, stay away from Americans, especially Elon Musk. You're not even from here. Do not come here with this bullshit. Like, do not come here with this bullshit. So the evangelical Christianity, Zionists put into the United States like 80 years ago, and now look what's happened. That was a plan, and now look what's happened. We've dedicated all of our money in our lives, Christians who took on this evangelical bullshit and have given it all to a non-religious state which calls themselves a Jewish state. So it's really insane. And now you see them, they do that in Somalia, and now they're attacking Somalians, and they're attacking the Somalian in Congress, and they're attacking the Somalian daycare that was doing a scam, which is like, were they really? I mean, were they really not? I mean, first of all, the US government fucked them, so I'd be like, fuck you guys, essentially. Like, why am I not in Somalia? Because you destroyed my life. That's why I'm here. Okay, like, and obviously I am not an American person right now. Like, I don't do, like, what do you want me to do? Like, I have to learn how to like speak English. Like, so it's just absolutely absurd. And then it's daycare. So that's Elon's big thing, because like I said, Elon does not like people. He caught all of USID. It didn't matter how many children around the world died. They didn't like go through it. Like, I would have went through it with like a thread, you know, okay, this is working, this is not working, this is working. They just cut it. So it's like where it was working is gone now. So, and it sounds like that's what they want to do with social programs. They just try to blanket everything. So it's child's care. So as I'm telling you, your child's care should be paid for, because they're not paying their taxes, and that would be part of the $80,000 that you would be getting if they were paying their taxes, and then you'd be able to pay for your health care, or your health care would be covered through the money that they are paying. Either way, if it was private or if it was not private, they still need to pay for that money to be available. So all of a sudden, a Somalian Muslim, so they did like a Muslim piece here, daycare, welfare, stealing taxpayer money. So like that's how they tied all that in. And of course, this is just ridiculous. Like, CBS facing home heating bills this winter. These are 5 tips to help you save money. So like, I didn't even look at this, but one of them was probably like, turn your heat down, and it's like, fuck you guys. Like, you're stealing all of our money, and then CBS, Uganda News, is telling us to turn our heat down if we want to save money. Okay, like, the skies like now aren't. Now everybody's talking about the economy. Cause like I told you this, like we're gonna get obsessed about economy. That's what we're gonna do. We're done. So, now this guy's like the economy of the Democrats. It's like, and I was like, it's the same economy. It's the same people. It's the same people stealing your money. Like, there's no change. So, then like a bot attacked my account, pretending to be a Christian and with an Israel flag. So that was extremely offensive. Wrong account for a bot to comment on mine. Then we had by Mario, Elon's propagandist. Public funds, public donations, and Muslim childcare network straw audit summits. Okay, so they're attacking like Muslim people with, I don't know, like services for people. They're targeting. I've never seen an administration like target people like this administration targets people, and it's like the Jewish part of it is doing this. Basically, and I was like, so where can Muslim people go? Because you blast like where they live. Like, look at Gaza, they're in tents, it's pouring rain, it's freezing, it's winter. And then if they go somewhere, you socially terrorize them. So then I learned who this Nick Shirley was, and I think this is their new Charlie Kirk. He's 23, so he's extremely impressionable and malleable. I said this is really sad, and he's being manipulated and brainwashed by these like ridiculous tech people who are so stupid, like in J.D. Vance and the Zionists, who are ridiculous people. So now he's turning like puppet, and I'm like, why do adults care about what this person is saying? That's why they're making us a dumb society. Do you think Putin and China are listening to random ass dumb kids like with no life experience and no education? No. And that's why they have nuclear fusion. That's why they have like different kinds of energy sources. That's why they have massive railways, because they don't do this dumb shit 24/7. This is all like, this is what Elon Musk is doing all day. His bot is doing all day. Is like just constructing like dumb social stories, like, and the government's like talking about him. Like, this is why we have a problem. So, and like apparently I was listening today, and it's like AI, like energy infrastructure, is going to take 10 years. So I guess this is what they're gonna do in the meantime. Like, they're just gonna bullshit for like 10 years. Like, and this is exactly why we don't already have that infrastructure, and China does. So a lot of my posts are hidden, so it's kind of like hard to find them. But then this guy, so another one, like, it's just been like this. So this was a terrorist attack today by the X platform. It was a social media terrorist attack. It's cyber terrorism. So we were just blasted with this propaganda scandal of the Minnesota Somali people. Like, it's absurd. Like, if we had a responsible government, they may mention it once, then they take care of it. They don't plague you all day with propaganda. And this is why I'm making this video, is because they're assaulting us. I didn't need to hear about this a million times today. I didn't need to hear the story told a million different times. Take care of it, and then figure out how to get the money that's allocated towards us from our taxes for our services back to our services appropriately and efficiently and effectively. What is the problem? Like, what is the problem? What is the point of this? So it's just stupid. So it's just Zionism, and it's just propaganda. So, and then we go up here, whatever, like Zelensky coming to the United States, like, that's just I mean, a lot of these people are just really ridiculous. So, and then I guess Polymarket is like one of Elon's bots, because it's absurd and it's just constantly just posting propaganda. So, this one's about, once again, California proposed a 5% wealth tax on billionaires, so they're gonna cry and throw a fit, and like, why should they pay taxes? Why don't they just pay the taxes that they legally owe? We don't just owe like a 3% tax. We owe tax on everything. We owe income tax, we owe housing tax, shopping tax, like everything. Like, why is it that they're just getting like a 5% tax and they're just gonna bitch about it? Like, okay, then do the audits, figure out your complex returns, every single thing you make, regardless of how you make it, and tax it appropriately, please. Because you owe me $80,000 a year, okay? So, and we need to get that money back. Oh, okay, so we got like, oh, this post was deleted. I said it was unregulated AI terrorism, and then they deleted it. It was a bot, so they deleted it. After I included David Sachs, who's supposed to be like the crypto czar, whatever the fuck that means. There's a bunch of tags, so... Oh, they deleted it again. I said, what is the legal consequence about this bot impersonating a human account and then lying and saying it's not a bot? What level of criminality, harassment, and political manipulation are we at now? Like, I asked it to stop responding to me, and it's still responding. Terrorism, and we'll talk about that later. And then there's Gaza. This is the Zionist Christianity, Erica Kirk, TP USA, the fake JD Vance, like, situation. The vision of Christianity here was killing as many Palestinians as possible, putting them in, like, tents that they're covering with, like, whatever they can find, and letting these children, like, sleep in the freezing rain. So, yeah, that's not Christianity, actually. That sounds really Satanism. So, I was like, I'm just like telling like Elon to shut the fuck up, like pay your fucking taxes that you legally owe and stop harassing us. Like, I don't care about the Somalian childcare fraud. We still need childcare, and we still need you to pay your taxes, and we still need the money, the $80,000, so we can pay for childcare, or we need you to, when you accept our taxes, to then pay your own so you can use the taxes you took from us to provide the child care. It's like, it's that just makes logical sense. So they don't like logic, they'll just do bullshit all day. So like a 23-year-old uncovering some fake scam. Like, stop it, please. I have a real life. And I would like to have a real country. Thailand, Cambodia made another peace agreement. That's awesome. I actually messaged them after they did not have a peace agreement. I watched some things, and I encouraged them to have a peace agreement because we love Thailand and we love Cambodia and we love their sites, their beautiful sites, and it would be better to see them as friends. And now they are announcing that the fighting is stopped for a moment and that they are friends, and I'm also happy to be friends with them as well. So and then, because that's how the world should be, peaceful and wonderful. So then we're here, and I'm telling you, like, why, like, is the government and the media taking up 100% of our time and energy and finances? Like, this has become all-consuming, like, especially from Republicans who are, like, hands-off for government. Like, I should never even hear about you people. Like, I should vote for you. You should do what you said you were going to do. You should pay your taxes, and I shouldn't hear from you. What is this bullshit? Like, how did Elon become the loudspeaker of Zionist propaganda in the United States on this stupid platform? So it's like, always, like, we had, like, U.S., like, National Guard shot in D.C. We had Charlie Kirk die, like, get murdered on a college campus. We had a veteran, like, crash into a building and a church was set on fire somehow. Like, I just feel like it's never ending. Like, we have Stephen Miller, like, getting the military on the streets. We had Antifa terrorists for like 2 days. But no, like, hardcore for like 5 months and then never again because it's not an actual issue. Like, it's just constant. Like, it's just absolutely constant. It's like, can we ever just have peace and quiet? Like, what the hell is going on? Like, so it's like another one today. Like, I told you every day is a terrorist attack. So today the terrorist attack was, oh, they're saving us because they found Somalian fraud by the Democrats. And we shouldn't have childcare anymore because it's welfare. Okay. And I'm like, literally, the day you stop hearing from me on, like, X regularly is because we are living in peace. and quiet, and I have money in my pocket and you have money in your pocket, and there's no more fucking grifting on X. Because honestly, like, I don't know if it's my OCD or what, but I feel like I cannot let a single grift pass me. Like, I cannot stand their schemes. They're so offensive to me. So basically there's a bad guy team, and that's like Elon and TPSU, Netanyahu, the Zionists, all of Elon's propagandists, Erica Kirk. These are the bad guys. Like, they're not telling you what they want. They're stealing your money. They want to cancel your programs. They have this like secret like superiority complex over the entire world. These are the bad guys. Like, and they ruin your life with constant propaganda. So, and I was like, that's like the web I could draw, but I just easily just listed it for you. So, and then we have the Democrats, who are just like, it's like, are you bad? Are you dumb? Are you Marxist? Like, so I was like, too bad there's no one to protect anybody from AI, because here we are, somebody says lawmakers are sounding the alarm on AI. So really, like, our main problem right now is the Zionists and the tech industry and AI and the economy, and it's all the same. So that's why we're bringing our attention to it right now, because nobody's protecting children from AI. I'm not a child, and I'm not being protected from AI. I'm attacked by bots. My information is stolen. I'm sure I'm surveillance. Look, we're all being terrorist attacked every single day on the X platform by bots that are just so illegal. They're impersonating human accounts. They're attacking real human accounts. They're lying. They're impersonating. They're dictating the political narrative and then blaming China for wanting to do that. And these people are the worst people. Like, it doesn't get worse than Zionists. Like, they are the worst terrorists in the world. Like, this is a nightmare. This is so offensive to me. You have no idea how badly I want to kick them out of our country. And I never want Americans to be exposed to these people ever again. So that's kind of where I am mentally. And then so we talk like back and forth, because I'm responding. So 1% has to pay their legally owed taxes. The entire economy fixed. An increase, I don't know, 80,000 a year for average tax paying citizens is what I was saying. Like, that's what it should be. Oh, the entire economy fixed, and an increase in 80,000 a year for average tax paying citizens. That's what we're putting in. That's what we should be getting out, whether it's in the service is worth that value from the government, or private infrastructure is already set up and we are able to fairly purchase, which is not the case. So I said they can avoid it all they want. They can, but that is the only fix. That is real fix. That's the only solution. The deficit is due to tax evading fraud by people making over or taking over $100 million a year or higher. It's nothing else. Like, they can try to, I said they can try to pull a rabbit out of a hat. They can try to catch a leprechaun under a rainbow. That the reality is they need to cut all the bullshit, and they need to pay their taxes, and just like the rest of us. So yeah, that's to Congressman Dan Mauser, who's sitting here like, oh, we're gonna lower energy, we're gonna do higher wages. Like, no, it's none of that. It's none of that. It's the people who have the most wealth in this country paying the taxes that they legally owe back to the country, so we can receive the correct amount of finances so we can live our lives. Then we would put back into the economy, and it would fix the economy. So yeah, overall that. Pam Bondi, like, she's not, our country's blackmailed by Israel, which is the main problem here, one of the main problems, and Pam Bondi's breaking the law, and she said that she has tens of thousands of videos of children being raped on her desk. Who did this? Who set up this ring to have children raped to blackmail financially influential people in the US and government officials. Well, it was Jeffrey Epstein, and he worked for Wexler, who was the founder of MEGA, which is the Jewish advocacy group of Israel in the United States. So you're allowing Israel to get away with having tens of thousands of children raped and allowing them to keep these people blackmailed within the US government, which is clearly affecting how our government is functioning and how the United States people are being treated. Clearly. Huge problem. I said she should be arrested, and then she can get immunity if she tells the US who blackmailed the government. I do not want J.D. Vance to get into the president's position because he would be the absolute worst for our country. He would bring in the tech industry. Look at Elon violate us every single day on X. Do you want to be violated every single day? They're trying to cut social programs and tell us their welfare. He's extremely racist. Like, do you want these people to be in the government, like, unchecked? To me, it would be worst case scenario. So I'm deeply afraid about that. They are not good people. So, like I said, Elon Musk and like Altman, all these people are pathological liars. Altman was a pathological liar as a child. He had deep problems, and Elon is also a pathological liar who has deep problems. So, and like I said, Elon has stolen more money from U.S. citizens than every Somalian combined on this planet. Absurd. And that's why he has a social platform, so he can peddle propaganda to distract us from who's actually stealing from us and who's actually taking away our rights. And the problem with Israel having our country blackmailed is they're destroying our constitution, which is making room for the tech industry of social degenerates who I never want to be in charge of human beings. It'd be extremely sad, and I wouldn't be able to stand it. Iran and Russia having like a Christmas party, and obviously you see Santa there, and you don't see any Zionist false flags. The beach shooting. So just kids singing with Santa. So then there's this story about the center of gravity. And I said, like, if you keep, like, literally, like, you're protecting the people who are destroying you is the problem. So if you keep promoting and listening to Elon Musk and J.D. Vance and TPUSA and Erica Kirk and Israel and Netanyahu and their propagandists in the media, they're trying to create greater Israel, which has nothing to do with Jesus. It has to do with taking over, and these people commit genocide, and these people rape children, and these people steal, and they want to be the center of the earth because they feel for whatever reason they should be that, but they're not good people. So no, we don't want them to be the center, and you being blackmailed by them, you being bribed by them, and you going along with them is really leading us to hell on earth, which they create for so many people. And I'm trying to prevent hell on earth from being in the United States any longer. This is the Hill event I was telling you. I watched like the forum of the tech thing, but I didn't finish it yet because I just haven't gotten there. But he says when governments try to regulate software development itself, especially when AI or Bitcoin enables behaviors regulatory are uneasy with, they risk crossing difficult constitutional policies. Sure, but by not regulating at all, they are destroying Constitution. They are literally destroying the Constitution. So yeah, they need to be regulated. He noted that permissionless technologies like Bitcoin may become the testing ground for AI-driven finance, precisely because they lack traditional institutional gatekeepers, raising urgent questions about control, compliance, and risk. It's like, what this morning I heard like it's an electronic ledger, no more fraud, everything's completely electronically documented, and then they tell you, oh, your money's safe because it's whatever, like precisely they lack traditional institutional gatekeepers. Like it's like like you'll have like autonomy, like I said, digital currency just, it's always contradicting, so it's just a bunch of bullshit. So this is the crux of the problem here, is the fake political campaigns. Now the JD Vance fake political campaign, we had the Trump fake political campaign, which was really Zionist and Israel behind it. Now we have the fake JD Vance political campaign that's trying to brainwash and fool children. And we have the tech industry like Elon with his racist social media, like crazy ass agenda, which is ridiculous, and just blasting us and attacking us and terrorizing us with AI bots and probably stealing our information. I know they've stolen a bunch of my information. So the fact that we do not have like a federal agency keeping track of AI and keeping Americans safe is absurd. It's absurd. So okay, so I said we do not currently have this, and U.S. government must be super dumb and irresponsible at check because they've been recruited to be dumb, and they've been paid to be dumb. And if they weren't recruited or paid successfully, which all of them at this point have been, they've been blackmailed. So those were the old schoolers, I think, and probably the new schoolers. So I think John Fetterman is definitely blackmailed. So I was like, just in the future, we're probably gonna look back on this and be like, wow, Elon Musk terrorized us like fucking crazy. Like, they destroyed so much of our time. But so AI Federal Oversight Agency would handle, so like we should have an AI Federal Oversight Agency. AI Federal Oversight Agency. And it would handle complex issues that right now are not being handled at all. We're just being attacked on a daily basis. Safety and reliability, how AI systems behave in high-stakes situations, healthcare, transportation, and critical infrastructure, unchecked. Testing requirements before deployment, similar to clinical trials for drugs, unchecked. Mechanisms for detecting and addressing failures or hallucinations, unchecked. Cybersecurity vulnerabilities in AI systems, unchecked. Bias and fairness. AI is just a walking crime. Whether AI systems discriminate based on race, gender, age, disability, or other protected characteristics. How training data affects outcomes, especially in criminal justice, hiring, lending, and housing. Transparency requirements, so people understand when and how AI affects decisions about them. The most powerful tool in modern day history, and there's no transparency requirements, so people understand how AI affects decisions about them. Doesn't that seem like a violation if there's no transparency requirements so people can understand when and how AI affects decisions about them? And that's what Elon Musk and this tech industry want. They don't want you to know, they don't want you to be informed, and they don't want you to understand, because that's how they will continue to have control over you and your minds and your lives. So accountability and liability. Who's responsible when AI causes harm? The developer, the deployer, or the user? Requirements for human oversight for critical decisions. Audit trails and explainability standards. Economic and labor impacts. Like I said, we should have an economic system already set up that that has benchmarks for unemployment and AI advancement. So AI advancement and unemployment benchmarks, and then what we will do financially to supplement the lost income. Job displacement and workforce transitions, market concentration, a few companies controlling powerful AI. Do you see why the AI industry, the tech industry like Elon Musk, don't want any federal requirements? Because obviously they want market concentration, a few companies controlling powerful AI. Effects on competition and innovation. This is the big one. Privacy and data rights. Right now we're not protected because you don't understand them, you don't know them, and it's operating in the shadows and still affecting you. So how AI systems collect, use, and retain personal data. All of my ideas on X are apparently Elon's data, like for his AI, because he connected his AI, Grok, to the X platform. So every idea I've ever had is training data for his AI. Protections against surveillance and tracking. Rights to opt out of AI processing. Protections against, we just said misinformation and manipulation. So this is where Elon would be in serious trouble. Misinformation and manipulation, which is all X's right now. AI generated disinformation at scale. AI generated disinformation at scale. Bots. Deepfakes and synthetic media. AI generated, AI generated disinformation at scale. Bots. Election interference and political manipulation. X. Existential and advanced AI risks. Safety, and this can't be a thing where it's like, oh well, we'll get rid of Elon and we'll give it to somebody else more responsible. This isn't up to your idea of who is responsible and who's not responsible. This is up to creating law, requirements, and regulations that determine those characteristics that everyone has to follow. We're not gonna get rid of one person to make it more convenient to say we're fixing the problem and giving it to somebody even worse. I don't know if there could possibly be anyone worse than Elon Musk. There could be. Safety protocols, existential and advanced AI risks. Safety protocols for increasing capable systems. Okay, they're getting increasingly more capable, and there are no known and agreed upon safety protocols. Preventing misuse of weapons, bioterrorism, and cyber attacks. Preventing misuse of cyber attacks. I'm cyber attacked on a daily basis. You all are. Every time a politician retweets a bot, that's criminal. And several politicians were retweeting bots today. Long-term alignment with human values. The thing that the United States doesn't do is long-term investments, long-term values, anything like that. So long-term alignment with human values. Elon and the tech industry do not have human values because they're transhumanists, so they at the core think humans need to be replaced, so they're not going to protect you. International coordination, harmonizing standards across countries. We can't even figure this out amongst ourselves right now. Preventing regulatory arbitrage, companies moving to least regulated restrictions. Companies moving to least regulated jurisdictions. This is saying that could be a problem. We have zero regulation. AI even knows that's a huge danger. And then, of course, national security implications. Literally, our country has been under a terrorist attack for 2 years with the X platform and with all of these bots and with all of the political manipulation, with all of the silencing. Who am I? You probably don't even know, because I'm not allowed to be seen. You're not allowed to hear me. Everything I do is attacked. Like, That's national security. They're taking away smart Americans and incorporating dumb puppets. And that's what's constructing our country, which is the problem. I think I'm going to end there just because that's so important. That's so much. And then, of course, we have more AI manipulation. So we have a bot here and wokeness that political officials even retweet, which is terrorism. And it's telling you that a 23-year-old YouTuber took down a multi-million-dollar fraud operation. Did that happen? How many times have you seen that meme before? Why are they legitimizing a 23-year-old in government and politics in the United States? Does he have an education? What is his world experience? I feel like they're playing off me because it's like a 33-year-old at the time took down the Democrats, and now the Zionists love to use people's stories and take them for their own, and they're like, oh, a 23-year-old took down the Somalian fraud operation. Like, these people are frauds. So, like, what I was saying about these people, like Elon and them, is like, they literally are like archons. Like, they have no creativity. So when someone like me comes up with an idea, which they have videos of, because I won an election, they will repeat. You will see one, like, you've seen one meme, you'll see it 700 million more times. You'll hear one joke, you'll hear it a million times. You see one propaganda story, they'll repeat it a million times, and they just keep you stuck in that thick log of fucking bullshit, like I told you. And we all need to transcend that, and we all need to, like, become free and see past your bullshit and be like, this is ridiculous. Like, memes are bullshit, like sayings are bullshit. Anything from Elon Musk is bullshit. They want to steal your money. They want to put in JD Vance, which is going to be detrimental to our country, and they're fooling young adults who are impressionable and who are still learning about the world. So follow your heart and follow your intuition. And I don't want to like give like a big motivational speech because I always end up doing that, but I just want to say that I just wanted to share this with you, and I hope it was helpful.